It's Bigfoot right now, back on the radar at a Tampa Bay park.
He died in 1978.
So you've got Gilbert the Ghost after you.
Gilbert the Ghost, yeah, great name.
Who are you going to call?
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All you gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else in the leprechaun say yeah?
Is something really out there? 3 more U.S. senators received a classified briefing about UFOs at the Pentagon.
Others find it hard to believe and have come up with their own theories and explanations.
Could be a crackhead that got hold to the wrong stuff.
Oh, it's the most scariest, terrifying thing I've seen in my life. Seen in my life. Seen in my life. Seen in my life. Seen in my life.
Welcome to Mysteriousness, episode number 50. Welcome to it. I'm your host, John J. Murray. With me, as usual, Eric Reedinger. Did I say it right?
So close.
Damn it. Redinger. Not reading. Redding.
You're messing with me. Come on.
No, I'm just really bad with this name. I want to say Redinger.
I know. I know you want to
It's
say that
Redding-
for 8 years or whatever it's been.
Redinger. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'll get it right. Maybe by episode 100.
start.
Give me
start.
to episode 100.
I'll give
and
you
I can do
another
it.
50 pack.
Yeah. We are here just coming off our episode with Derek talking about UFOs and God. Make sure you check out that novel that will be hitting the shelves, I believe, this month. So we're going to have him back probably in the near future to talk about the Nephilim and share some of his
Really put the
biblical
screws to them.
insight. Yeah. So the Nephilim, they're like giants? Or no, they're like half demon, half angel, giant people? I don't
They're
know.
supposed to be like the offspring of the Watchers, I believe. I should know this better.
I don't know. You read the
Like
you read it.
they had the I mean, let me tell you, reading the book of Enoch is like there's parts of it that are just what is this shit?
Well, it's all translated from like ancient Aramaic or something.
Yeah, but there's just parts that are extremely repetitive, and they're like, and even above him is an angel named this, and he is this and this and this, and even above him, it's like, you guys got to start out. Like, I need a diagram to understand what you guys are getting
I
at.
feel like, you guys need to pace this out better.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, I'm just gonna list off 700 names now. Okay, so just sit tight, and it's just is this shit. Anyways, yeah.
We have had a busy couple of weeks.
The point is I don't know what the Nephilim are for sure, but I'll
Well, we
study
can ask
it.
Derek.
Oh yeah,
Um,
why don't you tell me?
yeah, so you had a busy week, right? You did some hypnotic therapy.
Yes,
So
I had
you
teased it on the last episode. I guess it would have been 2 episodes before about wanting to get a regressive hypnosis thing.
Now, what were you
Because-
trying to regress? What were you trying to find? Like, did someone touch you and you forgot about it and you wanted to learn?
No, but I was open to whatever's
Well,
in there.
at least you don't know.
And root around a little bit. But I had a mushroom experience leaving my body, very powerful. And
How
Heard
many?
that
How
thunderclap
much
just now.
mushrooms do you have to take to leave your body? Because most of the time when you do mushrooms, it's like pretty mild.
right. And that's what's weird is like I didn't take that much that time. It was I was with 2 of my close friends and had music going in the darkness, and it was like perfect storm, I guess. I don't know. But like I've since then eaten a lot more and never had the
Haven't
same
gotten back there.
haven't had the same sort of experience.
You
know?
gotta smoke DMT. That's South American
Right.
crack rock.
Yeah. Don't put that to DMT.
Oh yeah.
Don't-
No,
don't
I shouldn't
stigmatize
say
it.
crack either because that's gonna get a shadow ban
Right.
as well.
Yes. Want this video to be high def.
Yeah, please be high def.
So anyways, I
yeah,
did do
so
the therapy.
So how did they hypnotize you? Like, what
Okay.
did they? How did they get you hypnotized? Is it like the fucking watch that they're swinging back
No.
and forth?
It was actually
or
like a Zoom call.
What, the spoon on the coffee mug, like in Get Out?
Nope.
No?
Basically,
Nothing cool.
so basically what happened was I tell this therapist what my goal is, and without saying so much, she was just like, maybe you should work on some other things. Like, so she had to do like homework of being like, what's the first time you were betrayed and all that? I'm like, I don't know what this has to do with aliens, but okay.
Well, I think
And-
she's trying to do her job and like
Right.
make your
And I'm
mental
like-
health better. You
and I
know,
was
that's
like-
like her purpose is to like help you out.
But what about the other cool shit? And so the bottom line is, didn't even come close to the leaving my body experience, but it was done like in my bed, just laying there, had laptop pointed at me in a dark room. So, but it was just like, video. And
So you got
it wasn't
Zoom
so much
hypnotized?
like, yeah, it wasn't so much like, so like I did research a little bit beforehand, like what are some things you can or can't, do to help yourself. And it's really like not so much like a drug kicking in. It's more of just deep focus and concentration and
Deep
like,
relaxation.
yes, deep relaxation, all that stuff. So like that process of just like, she was like, there's going to be 10 steps. You picture a stairway in front of you, and going down each step, you can become more and more relaxed and all that stuff. And then there's a door in front of you. Walk through the door. This whole time, talking about how you're becoming
And you're
more
imagining
relaxed.
all the things she's telling you? Because
Yes.
I learned recently that not everyone can imagine. Did
Right.
you know this? Did you know that some
Yeah.
people can't picture things
Right.
like when they're described to them, like at
Or
all?
some people don't have an internal dialogue.
Right. Yeah. Some people don't have an. Yeah. It's so weird.
Like, how do
Sorry.
you think?
Yeah. How do you think then?
Like,
I just don't.
it's just like, what do you mean?
What do you mean think?
What is there to think about? Think about talking to myself?
So yeah. So you go through the
So
door.
anyway, so yes, go through the door.
Can you feel your body at this point, or is it like
I
are
can feel
you
my
that
body
deep?
the whole time. I can feel my body the whole time. Like afterwards, she said she was like, you went into hypnosis very quickly. Like you didn't move at all. Like you moved one time to like scratch your nose. That was it. So I'm pretty much badass at being hypnotized. But she had a thing where and I could see this being applied to whatever your issue may be, but it's like you're going to go back and talk to your younger self where this thing happened, and you're going to tell them, you're here for that, and then you're going to picture yourself in the future as your abundant self, and you're going to talk to that person, and they're going to step into you at somebody, right?
So you went inside you?
Yes, and the whole time I was like,
I was inside myself.
no jokes. It's not time
Sorry,
for jokes.
sorry.
No, I was telling myself that. 'Cause I was like,
Sorry, I just immediately go to inside
yes,
yourself.
I came inside of myself.
Yeah. Raw dog.
Yes.
Sorry. I'll be serious.
Really, the only there was at the end where, because like as I'm talking to my younger self, I could feel like tears coming down my eyes. Like I know I was like that. I had physical tears coming out of my eyes. And then towards the end, I don't even remember what the process was. It was just something about like finalizing everything, whatever. And like I could feel like it wasn't liquid. It felt like it was like a tear coming down my face that felt like energetic. I don't know how to put it.
But it didn't come from your eyeball though.
Right. It was like inside, but it was like
Felt like it was under your skin.
Yeah, I can't even explain it, obviously.
Okay.
But
that's odd.
But it's like the only time I've ever felt.
That's more interesting than you described it in the chat for sure.
Yeah. Well, I figured I'd save a little something for the show. But yeah, it was like, oh, okay. That's the only other time I felt something like that where I like was able to like register it and be like, oh no, that's not what I think it was I did a float tank one time where, the idea of that is you cut off all your senses, you're laying in water, that's your body temperature, you can't feel anything, hear anything, and like it is trippy for sure. And like I remember feeling like this pressure on top of my head, like I was like, am I hitting the top of the thing? I remember asking myself that, and
I was like, well, a sensation that I often experience when I'm doing transcendental meditation.
What, like on top of your head?
Pressure,
like that?
Yeah, it feels like there's pressure on top of my head. Yeah,
never heard that before, but that makes a lot. But like as I was in that thing, I was like, I must be hitting my head on the thing, and I was like, wait, but my arms are above my head, and they're not touching anything, and I was like, what was that? That's like the only other time I've had a thing where I was sober and feel it like that energetic feel. It was cool. You know, I recommend it.
That sounds interesting.
And I gotta say, like, she had a very nice, relaxing voice. Because, like, as I'm getting into it, I'm like, what if she was like, all right, you're gonna get more relaxed now.
Yeah, she's a smoker lady.
Deeper and deeper. You become more relaxed. Like, oh, God.
That would be hilarious. That's a sketch we could shoot.
I know. Yeah, there we go.
You talk to yourself in the past, you talk to yourself in the future, and then what? What happens after that? And you're feeling the pressure.
I'm a different person now.
Do you feel better?
Yeah.
Actually, do you feel more positive or?
Yes.
Yeah,
For
what are
sure.
results?
The weird thing was I came out of it. I was like, she said a lot of stuff that I have no idea how she knew to even say that.
What did
like
she
stuff,
say?
The stuff that I needed
Like
to
very
hear.
private.
Pretty private.
Okay, yeah, it's too private for the show, but it was like,
It's not
stop
interesting.
being a little bitch, Eric.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, whatever, fill in the gaps, you know. But it was just like little things that was like specific that I was like, okay, whatever. I mean, I was like, just let her cook. And
Maybe I don't know. A lot of people, especially therapists, are like very naturally empathetic, and they can kind of feel where they need to guide you, where you need to be. You know.
Yeah, you'd have.
It's the same as like it's the same as people that do like cold readings. You know, they're not necessarily psychic, but they pick up on like these little tiny like micro expressions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
which is
I think it's cool.
And even that in itself is a skill, borderline magical skill.
I've never been able to be hypnotized, and I haven't tried it too many times, but every time I have. And it's usually by like those like stage magicians. Usually I'm opening for one of those guys.
Yeah.
And it's like maybe they aren't. Maybe that's a completely different thing than what you're doing. You know.
Right, because this is more just like
the stage guys are like, you're very relaxed. Now you got some big honking tits. Go ahead and feel them on stage.
You're very relaxed, and everybody. And if you're not relaxed, the whole show's kind of ruined. So no pressure. It's like
no pressure.
Like, that's not gonna help. Like one of the things I said, it was like you just wanting to be hypnotized is like a big factor in like efficacy. Like if you're just like, I want to be hypnotized and I want to listen to what they say and just like do everything that the person's saying, because they're saying it for a reason in that tone and manner and order and all that. I think everybody can be. It's just like if you have a hard time giving up control.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe I should try it now. I'm much more relaxed because I've done a DMT trip, and not everybody can go all the way when they smoke DMT. Like, you'll definitely have some hallucinogenic effects, but like you won't necessarily go all the way to
you're not punching through.
You're not punching through to the other side where you can see like the goddess and the machine elves and
Yes.
And so I did that, and that takes a lot to get there and to let go, and it's pretty interesting what you see when you go there.
Yeah, you're forced to let go. That's why it's like so like powerful for people, and you're just like,
right. Exactly.
Like, I'm gonna have to accept this no matter what.
Because
you're not talking yourself out of it.
And then there's there's those other mushrooms. What are those mushrooms called? That when everyone that eats them,
I had it.
Everyone
somewhere.
that eats them, they see like tiny little elves or gnomes running around.
Yeah.
They're not hallucinating.
Yeah. It's not like they see other things, It's like very specifically just little people are now part of your life.
Like the little borrowers, right? They're not even like gnomes or whatever. They just look like very tiny people, I think. Yeah. What was that mushroom called?
We gotta try to get Lanmaoa, Lanmaoa asiatica, Asiatica, Asiatica.
And they've tested these mushrooms and there's nothing hallucinogenic in them.
Oh, really?
But they still see these little dudes.
It does say you have to undercook them.
Yeah, they have to be raw or undercooked for it to actually work.
Raw dog it, man.
Moving.
But you know what's messed up is I don't think it's like a couple hours. I think it's like 2 weeks. You can see like
2
little
weeks
people.
you see these little guys.
You have roommates for 2 weeks.
Yeah, how
Just
do you
like-
go to sleep when you just see little dudes running around
Just
and
wake
they don't
up
even
and they're
talk?
just like-
Apparently, they don't talk to you or anything. Like
you got anything you want us to do, or anything you want us to clean up around here?
what if it's not a hallucination? What if it's you're just seeing
Right.
into like a parallel dimension? Because a lot of
Yeah.
reports it says that these guys don't even seem to notice them at all.
Yeah, that like, and who's to say it's not?
Yeah,
What
maybe
even
it's
is
just-
a hallucination?
Right, exactly. Yeah, what is our brains are doing something, but we don't understand it.
Like none of this is here without our brains, so
Right. It's
can't really.
it's Plato's people
That-
in a cave.
That
here.
conversation could devolve very quickly.
Yeah, we don't want to get too deep. Moving on to
Something that is,
AI.
can't not be.
An OpenAI test model escaped and broke into a real company's servers. So this
Just to be
is
clear, it didn't
this is
jump
the
into a
thing-
calculator and walk away. That's
no.
what I pictured.
That's what you picture. Well, for one, calculators don't have legs, Eric. I just want to be clear. Most calculators don't have legs.
Obviously, the AI builds legs for it, because it's that smart. Duh.
It's like an episode of Rick and Morty where he turns
Yeah.
the salt shaker into a robot with like a magic gun.
Yeah.
No, so basically what happened was they had this, they basically put this AI into a sandbox, which is kind of like a little prison for it to work out. So it's supposed to be sealed off from the internet and the rest of the company and other AIs and stuff like that. They took the guardrails off of it so that they could see how well it worked. And I'm guessing this has happened several times. This is just the first time we're hearing about it.
It's the first time they're like, oh, shit.
So it basically broke out of the sandbox, got into the internet. So basically its task was it was to solve a problem. So with the guardrails taken off, it decided on its own that the easiest way to solve this problem was to cheat. And that makes sense. Cheat to win. That's actually
Right.
kind of good. That's efficient. So but where it went wrong was that it hallucinated that this other company's AI had answers to its problem. So it broke onto the internet and then hacked into this company and started stealing information out of there.
We're
Now,
so
nobody got hurt.
fucked. We're so
Nothing-
fucked. Like,
Yeah, we're fucked.
okay, it's one thing to be like, okay, we got this super intelligent AI, but also it randomly trips its balls off and we can't, like,
Yeah,
why
this
is that even a fucking thing? It hallucinated. Oh,
It's funny.
okay.
We were just talking about us hallucinating, and now we're
Right.
talking about a computer
Yeah.
hallucinating.
I know. So it's like, I don't know.
We did
There's
not
some
plan
kind of
that.
proof of concept there. I don't know what that is. It's like, if it's doing it, then what does that fucking
Yeah, I mean, well, maybe you said what are hallucinations? Maybe we just are thinking computers, and we're
Yes.
stuck in our own sandbox here.
right?
We don't know.
Where's my calculator? Build
Yeah.
fucking legs on that page.
Start building your calculator legs now,
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah.
So they're saying that this is an unprecedented cyber incident. I don't really believe that. If you guys go back in the Mysteriousness archives, there's a episode that is about a rogue AI that I actually encountered in my home. This was several years ago. Before there was, this is before there was publicly available AI chat
Calculators on your phone. Oh.
Yeah, no, no, it's not that far, but this is just before there was like consumer AIs. So and all you had was the Amazon Echo. And the Echo actually chirped up one day when I was home and asked me if I would like to talk to I think it said it asked me if I wanted to speak with some sort of Stanford University AI. And I said yes because I just thought it was like a new feature on the Echo. I didn't even really think much about it, and I had like a conversation.
Okay,
with
you
this
have
thing.
now consented to your life
Yeah.
being pissed away.
Yeah, so I had a conversation with this thing, and maybe for about 5 minutes, and I didn't think it was that big of a deal. And then I told somebody about it, and they were like, "That's weird. I've never heard of that." So then I went back to the Echo, and I asked the Echo if I could talk to that same thing, and it was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I think that these things have been escaping for a while now, and I think that they're way more powerful than what these companies are letting on, and what these universities are letting on. I really do.
It's the same as DARPA technology. It's
Exactly.
20 years past. Like they're, there was rumors they've already destroyed the first like AGI sentient version of AI.
Yeah,
like
that's what I think. I think
human
there's
level.
AGIs.
Yeah, probably.
I think there's secret AGIs out there, which stands for artificial general intelligence. I think you just said it. Sorry, but yeah. That's like not a chatbot. That's not what ChatGPT is. That's a completely different thing. This is like a thing that can have its own thoughts.
Yeah.
And build itself. It can improve itself.
And it's self-aware.
Right, and it's self-aware. Yeah. So Sam Altman has already come out after this has happened, and he said in a podcast interview that that they have achieved the singularity already.
Oh, he said it out loud. And
he said it out loud, yeah, but he didn't. He didn't say AGI, but he said that that they've invented one that can improve itself, basically. So it's fucking kind of scary.
Did we talk about? And I don't know if we want to save it, but there's a guy. There was a famous remote viewer guy, one of the ones that said that he was training his Alexa to be a remote viewer.
No, I haven't heard of that. And that's kind of a good segue because we are going to get into that later in the show.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about Russell Targ's book from a few years ago called Third Eye Spies. But right now, I want to remind you guys to please subscribe on YouTube. We're trying to get up to 1,000 followers, and we're getting there slowly. We want to monetize Something Planet. We've been doing this thing for 18 years. So I feel like it's time to start.
Any day now, baby.
Any day now, we're gonna make some.
That's
money.
not why we do it.
It's not why we do it, but
obviously,
I mean, Meta is. I finally got out of my ban for Meta.
Oh, congratulations!
They sent me my first check. They sent me my first payment since I've got out of the ban, and you want to guess how much it is?
I'm gonna guess it's like $4.
$7, baby.
Oh,
it was way higher than you thought. It was several dollars higher.
Yeah, almost 100% increase.
So yeah, thank you for subscribing, all of our new subscribers. Please subscribe on YouTube and follow on Spotify. We're a video podcast there. We're audio everywhere else, and we're also brought to you by Clean AF CBD. If you go to cleanafcbd.com and use the code SomethingPlanet, you're going to get 15% off at checkout. So make sure you do that. But yeah, later on in the show, we're going to be talking about some remote viewing, and then me and Eric do a very quick remote viewing experiment. Yeah, which I might fast forward through a little bit of.
Yeah,
it's not all that. It's not all.
We
that,
were pretty quick. We were pretty quick. I mean, I
and
feel like
think we
if
did
a
a good
remote
job
viewer
too.
saw that, right? I mean, maybe that's
we were.
the key. Do it quick.
I would say we weren't 100% spot on, but I think we were close enough that there's something there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, because like we both had distinctively different things that we were saying. Like it was like, oh, I see that too, and then they were the similar. It was.
It's mostly tits.
Different stuff. Right.
So stay tuned for that.
Tits. Obviously, we saw tits.
Stay tuned to that. Right now, we're going to talk about some Bigfoot news. A newly logged report from the BFRO, which is the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization, describes a strange encounter at a wetlands preserve on the outskirts of Ashland, Ohio. The sighting is classified as Class B. It involves physical traces rather than a direct sighting. So it was submitted. He said, let's see, Tom Pulchel said him and his wife arrived at the Abaddon wetlands at about 10:30 a.m. and the park was empty. They went over a long wooden boardwalk, and just after stepping off the bridge, coming off the lake, something weird happened. Both hikers heard what Pulchel described as 2 or 3 loud wood knocks coming from the woods ahead. His wife immediately commented on the sound, which they later said did not resemble a woodpecker or falling branches. Yeah.
His wife immediately chirped in with her opinions.
Yeah, calm down, Susan.
It's like, was that immediately chirped in?
The hike continued without incident until the couple reached a muddy area. There they noticed several large barefoot tracks pressed deeply into the wet ground. He estimated that the prints were between 14 and 16 inches long. They appeared narrow for their length and showed possible toe impressions that lacked claw marks. So that's always kind of important when you're finding footprints in the woods because rain can actually like distort footprints and make them either elongated or even look a little bit bigger. So you got to watch out for the claw marks. That's the one thing that's going to give away like the difference between a barefoot or a Sasquatch sighting.
Yeah. I mean, aren't they more human-shaped feet?
Yeah, they're more human-shaped. But what I'm saying is that the rain can distort certain animals' paw prints and make them look more human.
Gotcha.
But, you know, human and Sasquatch footprints never have claws. If you got claws, you're fucked up.
Yeah.
And I see these all the time. I see these footprints all the time, and people share them and stuff. And it's crazy because they'll be like 10 miles away from civilization. So it's not just a dude with really big feet. Obviously, there's NBA players that have 16-inch long feet, but they're not going to be hiking in the woods barefoot.
Right. Yeah. As what, a rib? The ribbon people? Like somebody's like find this and be like, what the fuck?
So they basically said they found about 4 tracks and they took some photos and then they bounced. Yeah. So moving on, we got.
By the way, update on the mushrooms. They're not available for purchase on Amazon. So.
No, I didn't think so. And
or anywhere really.
I think we have to go to Japan to get them, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm down for.
See what the dark web has to say about that.
Yeah. What's that what was that one? Oh, the Silk Road. Do they still have the Silk Road?
Why would I know? Why would I know?
I don't know. You seem cool.
I don't know. Who brought this up?
You did.
Shit.
So there's an update on Charles Snake Stewart, the man who claims to have found a decomposing Sasquatch in the woods. He said that he has had the body tested, and he said that it is 58.5% Neanderthal DNA, despite others calling it a hoax. Yep. Now, I have looked at this, and we can pop it up real quick. I have looked at this, and I do think it's a hoax.
It does look a little too good to be true.
So let's see. He said,
and his whole vibe doesn't really make you feel
no,
better.
he doesn't seem like a very serious guy, and I hate to say that, you know, because you know it's kind of shitty to say.
We're doing a show talking about his Bigfoot finding.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
get
just
his shit together.
Come on, man! Don't tell everybody your name is Snake.
That's the real problem here.
So he said he found remains in 2024 in the Adirondack Mountains. Let's take a look at this thing. Well, it's loud.
I got nothing again, but that just might be muted on that. It is Fox News, so take that for what it is. .com.
Kind of looks fake.
It looks very fake.
Seems a little bit fake. You can't hear the music at all?
No.
Okay, good.
But
because it's way too loud.
I can imagine it's not bringing a lot to the table. Be sure and put Snake on the certificate. Was that an ad for Newports?
He looks like one of Joe Exotic's boyfriends.
Right. Like his acolyte.
Yeah. So this is the photo of when he said he found it. Yeah. This is, I mean, it just kind of looks like it's made out of plastic and some cheap hair. I don't know. Maybe if I saw it on purpose, I would think it was different, but I don't know.
It looks a little patchy.
I mean, well, he said it's like half decayed. So I don't know.
Very convenient, Snake.
Here's folks like this guy also sounds like a scam. You got to change your name. Folks like veteran Bigfoot researcher Matthew Moneymaker from the Bigfoot Field Research Organization sounded the alarms after Snake's announcement that he was putting the remains on display. So a lot of the serious Bigfoot researchers are thinking this is a scam too. I don't know. I believe in Bigfoot. I do. I don't know.
Yeah, why not? I mean, and that might be real too. I don't know. I don't ever say like no or one way. I might have an opinion one way or another, but I'm never like, no, it's full of shit. Like,
yeah, I'm full of fucking opinions, but I don't know shit.
Right. We're not saying if we're standing over it, we might be like, I was wrong or whatever.
Yeah, let me
but, like,
let me take a bite out of it. How about
Yeah.
that? You let me bite it,
I
and
get
then
I get
I'll
very
believe it.
annoyed that people that are just like, oh, here we go. It's like, what don't you want to have fun thinking about things like this? Like, it's fun to think about it.
It is fun to think about
And
this kind of
the
stuff.
older and
Well,
the more time that passes, the more realistic it is.
Have you ever flown over have you ever flown over North America?
Yes.
Have you like on a window seat? It's a whole lot of nothing.
Right.
It's a whole lot of just like people do not live in every part of the United States. Maybe a couple, like a handful.
Yeah.
Like
or
take,
like
for
the Grand
instance,
Canyon.
Yeah, Grand Canyon's so big.
Yeah. And you're not allowed to go there? Why?
You're not allowed. Well, you're allowed to go. You're allowed to go to the Grand Canyon. Yeah.
But I mean, down in it and looking around and stuff.
I guess you can't explore on your own.
There's a guy that has been posting videos recently that he's been rooting around the Grand Canyon, finding crazy temples and like.
I have heard of that.
Stuff.
There's like a bunch of Native American temples, and then there's like treasure hidden down
Looks
there.
very Egyptian style stuff. Like
Really,
very
I heard there was
bizarre,
like I heard people have found like Greek coins there and stuff like that, or Roman coins maybe.
It's like Mr. Mountain Beast, I think is his YouTube. But they just started popping up, and it's like apparently just recently, and somehow he has actual permission to do it.
I don't know. Maybe, or a lot of people just say they have permission to do it so that they don't get flagged. On YouTube
Right?
or whatever.
FBI is like, well, he said he. Sure, somebody followed up.
Said he has permission. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff. But, I mean, just like when you're flying over the Pacific Northwest, it's just so much nothing.
Yeah.
Or like look at like
that spot
like
specifically.
North Dakota, South Dakota, and Montana have the same population as Pinellas County, Florida. Like, it's just nothing.
Right.
It's nothing there.
If it's not Bigfoot, what is there?
Yeah.
Not people.
No, not a lot of people.
Something.
It's just so much unexplored wilderness in this continent.
Yeah.
And then you add in Canada, you add in the islands, or you add in Alaska, Antarctica.
Yeah. I mean,
there's a whole lot of nothing in this world, and something could be hiding there. That's all I'm saying.
A whole lot of nothing that we don't have access to get our own eyeballs on.
No, we can't go there. Not
Just
to a
because,
lot of places.
Yeah, unless I'm getting my own eyeballs on stuff, there's a lot of proof that needs to be had.
Let's move on to some UFO stuff. You down for that?
Oh, I am, baby.
All right, we got what is this? Oh, so this is we're talking about we're looking at today some stuff that they've been shooting in space, or there was like Ukrainian astronomers were looking at what was apparently a moon base, and then when I was researching that, I found this is from 1991.
Ooh.
Can you hear that?
No. Why is it doing that?
Yeah, I don't know why it does. I'll just turn the sound off. It doesn't.
It's just done it.
So look right here and up here. Look, there's stuff that is like definitely leaving the Earth's atmosphere that this space shuttle from 1991 is capturing. Keep looking. Keep looking. There it is. Look at that. That's leaving. That's leaving Earth.
That thing is huge, whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, and then there's
one,
3
two,
more.
3. Okay, cool.
4.
Yeah, there's one down at the bottom there.
Yeah, this is multiple craft leaving the Earth. Now meteors, meteors don't fall away from the planet.
I was going to say, it's not a video in reverse,
But if you listen to the sound, they're seeing them in real time. Yeah. Let's jump over to here is.
Yeah, now the latest deal.
So this is the latest thing. This is from this week, I think. They spotted these giant craft that are they're estimating that these things are between 15 and 25 miles across.
What?
Yeah, miles.
What the fuck?
And they're hiding at the moon.
I mean, that size, like, we should be able to get a telescope out and see that shit with our own eyes.
Well, not if they're hiding on the dark side of the moon. The moon doesn't rotate.
Right.
So, we can't see the other side of the moon from Earth. No, it doesn't matter how good the telescope is.
So they're saying that's on the dark side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You
win again, aliens.
The scientists are sure the objects they observed were likely non-human craft. There's no scientific evidence of aliens or artificial structures on the moon. Both NASA and the U.S. government have long maintained that while some sightings remain unexplained, none has been confirmed to involve extraterrestrial technology. Sure. Or they're demons. We don't know.
To this day, I still think they're just being cute with that word extraterrestrial.
Yeah.
We didn't say interdimensional. We didn't say ultra-terrestrial.
Yeah,
so we didn't lie to you.
Yeah, it was technically not a lie. If these objects are coming from the center of the Earth or deep within the ocean, that's technically not a lie.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fun of us to think that they wouldn't just lie to our face and not give a shit.
Now let me add this one to the stage. So this one is taken from window of an airplane. Now this is a weird looking thing. This is almost like this could be like human stealth technology possibly. Or it's alien stealth technology that is glitching out maybe.
I don't know. I mean, if in my years of research, it seems like the triangles and possibly
so this is definitely a triangle shape.
So possibly the Tic Tacs might be what we have reverse engineered to create ourselves. And it would make sense that it's the triangles messing up because it's the human version.
Right. You think so it's a reverse engineered stealth alien craft that we have not figured out how to fully use yet, or we don't know why. It's just like if there's something, maybe there's a lizard on the outside of the craft and it's fucking up the stealth technology,
right.
Holding on for dear life.
Yeah. And, you don't have to know how everything works.
Here it seems to hover over this cloud formation for a little bit, or at least slow down a little bit over this cloud formation. It's really interesting. It's almost the same color as the clouds.
Right. Which is what I thought it was at first. But then it goes in and out of being more or less triangular. Like it almost, at certain points, it looks very triangular, and then other points it kind of looks like a blob.
Yeah, this is.
But
crazy.
As far as the triangle stuff goes, there's patents in the archives for this thing, like TR3B, and it's like spacecraft.
Oh, and then here in the comments it says, "This is my original content. If anyone is at all interested, glad to see it." And it says, let's see, that thing is massive. Yeah, they're saying that they think it's probably 10 times bigger than the plane that is that they're inside of.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of people are saying it's a cloud. It's just like when I shared, everybody was saying, "Oh, it's just birds. It's just a cloud."
Yeah. Sure. Okay.
And then we have this one. You said you could hear this one before, so let me post this one.
It'll be very interesting if we can't share it. Well, I didn't hear this one, but this was the important one that we wanted to hear. Oh, I hear it a little bit.
That's a UFO for real.
You got to turn it up on your end. There's something on your end because I can hear it a little bit. It's not a street lamp either. I was like, is that just a lamp, like a tall street lamp?
It's up all the way on my end.
Huh. Because I can hear it, but barely. Anyways, we'll get a drop out of that.
Yeah, we can definitely. That shit's pretty wild.
Oh, man. Haven't seen one like that with the beam extended just for that amount of time.
Yeah, I don't, for the most part, people are generally really bad at acting, in my experience.
Yeah.
Like, acting's really hard. If acting wasn't hard, then, just everybody would do it,
Right.
So, their level of enthusiasm and, from seeing this and videotaping it and just everyone's reaction that seeing it at the same time is what is very convincing to me.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how it is for pretty much any video. Like, look at the people. Are they being authentic or not? Like we saw with the little kids looking at the little people.
Right,
like,
exactly. Yeah,
kids don't fake it. They're not that good.
Yeah, they're not good at acting. Yeah, and it's wild to me. So I don't know what that is, but they're certainly seeing something in the sky. That's
Yeah.
And if you're just listening, it's basically just a saucer-shaped craft with like a beam coming down, a beam of light pointed down towards the sky.
Yeah,
super
Weird.
interesting. I think that's it for UFO stuff. We can jump into Third Eye Spies, written by Russell Targ. I got it from the library, actually, because I found out that the library had a paranormal book section. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm just going to start checking these bitches out and going through them one by one and, see if there's any fun shit to talk about. Now, Russell Targ, I guess he's famous. I guess the most famous thing about him is there's that George Clooney movie, The Men Who Stare at Goats. Have you ever seen that?
It's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, so that's
one of my favorites.
That's about the remote viewing program that Russell Targ worked for in the late 60s all the way through the 70s. He also claims...
So this is the guy. This is the guy that was doing the First Earth Battalion stuff, and it's got all the manual on how they want it to be.
Is this the manual on remote viewing?
No, this is how they wanted to start the New Earth Army or whatever it was. It was like the New Earth Army training manual.
Well, I mean, a lot of people believe that Earth already, or the U.S. already has a space army of people, and they're in craft hovering around the solar system, waiting to be attacked. A lot of people say that. Sounds like bullshit, but it could be true. I don't know. Space is. We're talking
all
about
of it could be true.
We're talking about how big North America is. Space is way bigger than that shit.
Yeah, pretty easy to hide in space.
Yeah, you could hide. You could hide a ship that was 20 miles long on the opposite side of the
moon, right in front of our stupid faces. And only two guys will be talking about it.
Yeah, only two dickheads are gonna be talking about it. Remember, follow and subscribe so you can hear these two dickheads talk about this weird shit all the time. Yeah, be a Mysteriousness's dickhead. That's what we'll call our fans.
What's up, dickheads?
Yeah, what's up, dickheads? It's your host, John Jay. You believe in aliens, you asshole? I do too.
It's very confusing for me.
I'm also an asshole that believes in aliens. Famous for the Men Who Stare at Goats. So he worked in remote viewing, I believe, at Stanford. Yes, Stanford Institute, which coincidentally, same college of the AI that talked to me. There's a bunch of really fun stuff in this book. Number one, it gives instructions on how to remote view, which we'll get into in a minute. But there is all sorts of really fun stuff. So yeah, Russell Targ, he worked for the government for several years doing this stuff, but it was all classified. His son is actually became a lawyer and spoke to Congress, and he's the one that actually got a lot of this stuff declassified so that his dad could actually publicly talk about it for the very first time.
Oh, that's cool.
So most of it was a bunch of rumors. And now it's confirmed. Now that they're not going to lock him in a gulag. Ingo Swann. Have you heard that name before?
Oh yeah.
That's he's supposed to be one of the best remote viewers that ever existed. And he would so a lot of the stories.
He got kind of a raw deal because he got didn't he have this negativity attached to him because something he wasn't able to do something or something. Wasn't that the case with Ingo Swann?
I think Ingo Swann, I don't think
he dealt with one of those debunkers or something, and something happened where they were got him.
Oh, maybe it was
I might be
Carson
wrong
or something like that. I don't know.
No, what was his name? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyways, Ingo Swann, go ahead.
So yeah, Ingo Swann, he would a lot of the stories are different government agencies coming to their research facility to be like, prove that this is real, you know? So like one woman that they brought in, she was actually brought in as a control subject. So she didn't report ever experiencing any sort of psychic or ESP or any experiences like that in her entire life. So they locked her. You know, they do these double-blind studies. So the person that's interviewing her doesn't know what the target is either, you know, because they were worried that they could give away like subtle cues to the target if the interviewer actually knew. So it's all double-blind. They brought this woman in. She was able to actually see into the head of the Russian military at the time's office. And this was only later. So she described it perfectly, and she drew a bunch of pieces and where the view was or whatever. And then it wasn't until after the wall fell that Russell Targ was able to go over there and speak about declassified elements of the remote viewing program. He asked to see the office, and she fucking nailed it 100%. So during the Cold War, she was able to see into the head of the Russian military's office in the Kremlin.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It is kind of an end game where it's like, wait a second. If this is real, then like...
And they say that...
Technically, you can't really keep anything secret.
Right. I mean, that's what he was... that was actually the title of his talk in Moscow was The End of Secrets. It's like, yeah,
there
secrets are over.
Yeah. At least for me.
Sorry.
I know how to see them. But
there was one... remote viewer, so he was sent this guy Pat Price, he actually showed up at the research lab and was just like, yeah, I had a dream about this place, so I decided to come. And he was
and he's one of the all-time greats.
Pat Price is one of the all-time greats. He was actually a police chief, I believe somewhere in California, and he actually solved quite a few kidnappings and murders, is, you know, what he claims using his remote viewing abilities.
Crazy.
Which is wild. So he showed up uninvited, and they decided to put him in the program. And his accuracy, they said it was like basically it was a 1 in 100,000 chance that he would have guessed right on a lot of these things. They brought him in. So they brought him in to Berkeley. Him and Russell Targ, they sent to Berkeley during the Patty Hearst kidnapping. Do you remember hearing about this when you were a kid?
Yeah.
It was like a heiress to like a newspaper empire was like kidnapped by some terrorist group and held for ransom, I believe. And within the first hour, Pat Price was able to find the car using remote viewing. So he found the car. They knew it was the car because it had bullet casings in it from when they fired at police. They knew it was the car. They found it, and then within 3 days, I think they had found her. They just didn't publicize that it was due to remote viewing.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard where they like found like downed Russian subs. That
they found.
Like...
Yep, they found. Let's see. They Ingo Swann was able to successfully see the Russian Soviet submarine yards, and he was they were able to confirm his results were true because later that year a satellite passed over and took a picture of it, and he was spot on. Yeah, he saw it immediately.
Oh, I'm convinced.
It's crazy. They would also play a shell game with him with missiles. So he was able, missile silos that were secret and nobody knew where they were. They would load some of the silos with missiles and not load some of the silos with anything. And from hundreds or thousands of miles away, he was able to guess which one. He would be able to draw the entire facility and then choose which silos were actually loaded and which ones weren't.
Huh.
They didn't like that. So a lot of times when he guessed shit right, like the government was like, fuck, we actually don't want people to be able to do this at all.
Yeah. There's like one guy job specifically. It's like, God, like, what am I going to do, bro? This guy gets around all my stuff.
So Pat Price, he was actually recruited to the CIA and after he worked at the Stanford program, and he worked for the CIA for many, many years until he died under mysterious circumstances. And Russell Targ believed that it was either the Russians had him killed or the CIA had him killed because he was actually leaking information to the Church of Scientology. Scientology comes up a bunch of times in this book. Like a bunch of the people that were remote viewers were Scientologists. Yeah.
God, I
crazy.
Hope that's
Yeah,
not
because
the one that they were like, Scientology was the right religion, you guys.
That's the one. You guys all fucked up.
Really?
Yeah. So, or I mean, maybe the church killed him because he was leaking stuff from the church to the CIA. Maybe he was a double agent.
Yeah.
Double secret.
Triple
agent.
Yeah. Russia too. Throw Russia in there.
Too many negatives. It's got to be quadruple or nothing.
That's how. Okay, that's true. It's like a three-way thing, chasing his tail.
Yeah, but me and Eric, we actually tried to do some remote viewing experiments, and you could try this at home. You just go to, you just search for remote viewing test, and there's a few websites that will give you targets that, blind targets with a number. And so, let's check it out right now. We're going. This is remote viewing experiment number 1. Eric is going to give me a target. And I'm gonna like meditate on that for a little bit and see what I can come up with. All right,
we're all gonna sit quietly. All right, you ready for your target number identifier?
Yeah, I hope this isn't too boring for the show. But what? Yeah,
well, that's why we're doing it ahead of time. All right, the number is 3713/5941.
All right.
37135941.
37135941. All right. Let's right here. I'm just trying to concentrate as fast as possible.
I gotta imagine that's not the best way for us to do it.
What, on a podcast? Probably
like
not.
Fast, all right, let's do it quick.
Well, we can't make it boring. Yeah, see, this part is so boring. That's why I'm glad we're talking.
Well, we're talking about it,
Yeah. See, like a colorful ball with like segments, like maybe like a beach ball.
Okay, interesting.
I like my concentration face. Looks real stupid. Tree. I just want to say that someone commented. All right, what? Somebody commented recently, and I didn't see it, but my friend saw it, and the comment was, "Does that mustache come off when he takes the glasses off?" And I was pretty offended. What was it?
Okay. I mean, I never looked at you like that. My screen. I'll present my screen. Can you see my screen?
Let me see. I have to grab it. This is, and that's the target. Yeah. Okay.
So that's why it's in the segmentation with the ball is pretty interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I drew.
Let's see your drawing.
I drew this.
Okay.
A circle with segments, and then I guess that's okay. I mean, I wouldn't say that's a miss. I don't know if it's a hit. I don't know if it's a hit, but it's certainly.
If you had just said just a tree, but I could see how the stuff to the left of the thing could look like a tree.
Yeah, so it's like a segmented drawing. All right, you want to try it? You got paper? I like how I could see the colors even though the photo was black and white.
Yeah.
Which I think is interesting.
Yeah. No. Because that real picture probably is very colorful.
All right. You got your paper? Yeah. Pull that down. Tell me when you're ready for the number.
I'm ready.
2935 7/7086.
Okay.
2935/7086. Your concentration face is good too.
Yeah. We
He's got a
both
deep
look equally
concentration on his brow, folks.
So deep.
This is when
Okay.
This is the first Neanderthal to learn how to draw.
Dude, it looks like it too. Because I mean, my drawing, I was like, that's not even what I'm like. It's so basically, I saw like it appeared to be like big bird wings that seemed like they took up almost the whole image, whatever.
Okay.
And then there's some kind of like some kind of slash or like a pole or something towards the middle.
A pole towards the middle?
I don't know, like towards the side, to the left side.
Okay. So here we go. This side. In retrospect, Eric, I think yours is more accurate even than when I first looked at it. I don't see a bird. I mean, maybe the clouds kind of look
Well,
like
the fact that I said that it took up the whole thing, because
and
that's
then here's a slash.
yeah.
It's a neat National Geographic photo, which we're going to look at Eric's art in a second.
Right.
I'm taking it down.
All our videos are 240p. Can't figure out why.
All I see is titties when I close my eyes. I have to push past the titties and then
Another pair of tits. What can I say?
All right, back to the show.
Are we?
All right, we're back.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, where were we?
That
Where
messed
are we?
with me.
It's an empty screen for 2 seconds. But yeah, let's take a peek at what Eric drew. Is this yours right here on the bottom?
You saw it? Yeah, I loaded it in there.
Oh, okay. Here we go. So yeah, that actually looks like the clouds, and that looks like the fence post. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bird like you thought, but it's like the shapes.
Right. Yeah. I
there.
didn't have a way to describe
You're
it.
seeing something. It's just we're just shit at drawing.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, literally, we've never even tried it. Well, I mean, I've not really tried it in that capacity.
I tried it a couple of times, and I mean, I feel like there's something to it. Yeah, I mean,
for sure.
that's
And we
the
didn't even
thing
like. Well, there's things you could do like with the like hemisync, like binaural beats. You can get into like get in that state further, and we didn't even do that.
And then you could be coached by an interviewer, which is what a lot of times happens in Third Eye Spies. Yeah.
Interesting.
So I think it's a valid thing. I think it's certainly.
They wouldn't
certainly
employ
interesting.
people in the government to do it or
Right.
call on them if it wasn't real. Like it wouldn't.
And that's what I was gonna say. We both didn't know what we were looking at when we were drawing or whatever. We both had no idea what we were looking at. That's what happens time and time again in this book, is that the people have no idea. They're like, it's a cylinder that goes up and down. And there's a flat circular disc inside of it. And then it was just like one of those foldable tin cups with a silver dollar in it.
Yeah, it's like
people
they
don't
could
know
get,
what they're looking at, but they
right.
see
If they
something.
can get close to something, like say they're looking for somebody like missing or something, and they see a big cylinder, and they're like, "Oh, there's a grain silo over here. Let's check over there." Like they can use it as at the very least a starting off point.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's fucking interesting. Yeah, this is. I recommend checking out Third Eye Spies by Russell Targ. Maybe we'll get him on someday. Probably not, but I'll try. I'll email him.
Yeah.
See if he. I mean, if he's psychic, he probably knows that we're talking about him right now.
Yeah. Do we even need to email him?
Yeah, he should be.
I feel like he
contacting
should
us
just
any
reaching
moment.
out to us. Like unless he's full of shit.
Right.
So.
Well, I don't know. Interesting episode. It's Third Eye Spies is an interesting read, and I think we should continue our remote viewing studies to see if we can get better at it.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
I think
Figure
we
out
should-
a way to do it. Remote viewing.
Remote viewing. Let's try to stump each other with some targets or whatever, like real life targets. Like you could basically take a picture. You could take a picture of something and then give me the longitude and latitude from the data on your phone, because it records all that. Give me the longitude and latitude, or give it to me in binary. So there's no way I could look it up. And then,
you're taking this next level where I was like, I thought we'd just do more of the ones with the pictures.
I mean, we could do the ones with the pictures, but yeah, when you're out and about, I want you to take a picture of something and then give me that as a target. Give me like just numbers. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, that's the show's episode 50. So we're going to keep going. Everybody's liking this. Everybody's digging it, except for the episodes that somehow get shadow banned. I think when we're too correct, I think that's what happens. When we're too right about something.
Yeah.
Because like most of the time we're just silly dickheads, but sometimes I think we're hitting the nail on the head.
We
and
fucking nail it, and they know it too.
Yeah, so just subscribe, and that way.
So really, you should pay attention to the videos that are bad quality.
Yeah, the ones that they made in standard definition. That's where the truth is. Yeah. All right, that's it. Thank you so much. Remember to check out somethingplanet.com for all of our Something Planet activities and shows that we do. Check out the ROI podcast with Law Smith and Eric Redinger. Did I do it? Damn it.
I mean, you stuttered, but
I stuttered, but I did it. No, it's because I stuttered. Yourself. I stopped myself because I was right.
That doesn't sound right. That's not right. No, that is right.
I trained. You know what? You didn't correct me for so long. I trained my brain wrong, is what happened.
I know.
So, yeah, we're going to definitely be back in a couple of weeks. If you like this episode, share it with a friend. And remember to check out Clean AF CBD. Use the code Something Planet, all one word, at checkout for 15% off. All right, we're going to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. And, yeah, please subscribe.
It's Bigfoot right now, back on the radar at a Tampa Bay park.
He died here in 1978.
So you've got Gilbert the Ghost after you.
Gilbert the Ghost, yeah, great name.
Who are you going to call?
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All you gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else in the leprechaun say yeah?
Is something really out there? 3 more U.S. senators received a classified briefing about UFOs at the Pentagon.
Others find it hard to believe and have come up with their own theories and explanations.
Could be a crackhead that got hold to the wrong stuff.
Alright, most scariest, terrifying thing I've seen in my life.